Dear students, in the previous video, I taught you about what a cell is. I told you that cell is something which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. You saw that a cell contains two electrodes, one positive and one negative. In this video, we are going to learn the fact that what will happen if cells are also connected and they are connected in different ways. Like what will happen if I will connect them in a series combination, and what will happen if I will connect them in a parallel combination. So that's what we are going to learn in this video. So suppose you have two cells. Okay. So the representation of cell is this. The bigger line represents higher potential positive electrode and the smaller line represents lower potential negative electrode. Okay, so how to go about it? Suppose right now, right here, you have two cells and you have decided to connect them in a series combination like this, so that there are end-to-end connections between both of them. So suppose the first cell under consideration has an EMF of epsilon 1 and it has an internal resistance of R1. Similarly, suppose the second cell under consideration has EMF of epsilon 2 and it has a resistance of R2, internal resistance. So what is going to happen? See, I have plotted 3 points here, A, B and C. Eventually, I will begin finding out the potential difference between these 3 points, right? First of all, I will choose VAB. VAB. So the potential difference between points A and B will be VA minus VB. Or simply, if this is a cell, first cell, positive electrode, negative electrode. So what is the potential difference between both of them? It will be equal to EMF minus lost volts. You remember the previous video? So epsilon 1 EMF minus IR1, where R1 is the internal resistance of the first cell, right? And I is the overall current flowing. See, current flows from positive to negative, so that's why this is the direction which we are showing here. After that, we will choose VBC, and the potential difference between points B and C will be VB minus VC. So VB minus VC, they just include this cell, cell number 2, and the potential difference will be equal to EMF minus IR2. You got it? But what if I'll choose 2 points A and C? So the potential difference between these 2 points will be VAC, and it can be written as VA minus VC. So after that, what can we do? We can add and subtract VB. It is mathematically is not going to make any change. So VB minus VB plus. After that, just see VA minus VB, you put the value from here to here. So epsilon 1 minus IR1, and what about VB and VC? It will be epsilon 2 minus IR2. After that, add these two and just make the necessary arrangements. This will be equal to epsilon equivalent and this will be equal to R equivalent. So this means when two cells are connected in series combination, the equivalent EMF, the overall EMF is equal to the sum of the two EMFs of the individual cells. Similarly, the overall resistance is equal to the sum of two resistances internal resistances of the two cells. Fine. Now suppose the two cells are connected in a parallel combination like this. You have two cells, the one having EMF epsilon 1 and internal resistance R1, and the other one having EMF epsilon 2 and the internal resistance R2. Now they are connected in a parallel combination. Like this is the reality of a cell, positive electrode, negative electrode. Okay. Positive electrode, negative electrode. So if positive is connected to positive, negative is connected to negative, and they both are connected to battery thereafter. So this is a parallel combination, right? So see what is going to happen. If they are connected to battery, we know that the current flows from positive terminal to the negative terminal. So suppose current is flowing like this. It is coming like I, okay, eventually positive se jayega I, and thereafter the circuit is here and it is traveling back here again. Okay, so I current will split up into I1 and I2. It will pass through the cell. I1 will go like this, I2 will go like this. They will reunite back to give you I, because charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. So this is the reality of two cells which are connected in a parallel combination. After that, what we need to see, we need to find out the equivalent resistance and we need to find out the equivalent EMF. And how will we go about it? We know that the current I has split it up into I1 and I2. Fine. And now what we will do? We will start finding out the potential difference between B1 and B2. We know that both the cells are receiving the same potential difference VB1, B2. So that will be equal to VB1 minus VB2. And talking about this path which involves VB1 minus VB2, this path includes this cell. And how can we find out the potential difference, terminal potential difference of this cell? I told you to find out the terminal potential difference of first cell. How to go about it? It's EMF minus current flowing through it, which is I1, multiplied by its internal resistance. So done. Similarly, there is one other way. If you choose to calculate VB1, VB2 along this path, potential difference along this path, then this cell comes along this path, this cell comes in the way, and if you want to find out the potential difference between VB1 and V2 from here, from this path, this cell comes along the way, and this will be equal to again VB1, VB2 will be like this. And what is the terminal potential difference of this cell? EMF of this cell minus current flowing through this cell multiplied by internal resistance of this cell only. So these are the two values for the same quantity VB1, VB2. And don't you think they can be compared? And what can I do? See, what can I do from here? Let us suppose this is V, the potential difference V. So this stuff is equal to V. So epsilon 1 minus I1 R1 equals to V. So this will become I1 R1, epsilon 1 minus V, and I1 will be equal to epsilon 1 minus V upon R1. Similarly, from here, VB1, VB2 को आप V suppose कर लो. And from here, I2 will be equal to epsilon 2 minus V upon R2. Why I have calculated these values? Because I have a standard equation for a parallel combination this. Now I will put these values in this equation, and after that I will calculate equivalent resistance and equivalent EMF. So how to go about it? I is equal to I1 plus I2. I is equals to, just wait a second. epsilon 1 minus V upon R1 plus epsilon 2 minus V upon R2. So this will be equal to, solve it, R1 R2, and when you will solve it, you're going to get epsilon 1 R2 plus epsilon 2 R1 minus V R1 plus R2 R1 R2. Fine. When you will solve it, you're going to get this. So after that, calculate the value of capital V. Okay. So when you will calculate it, it will somehow come as epsilon 1 R2 plus epsilon 2 R1 by R1 plus R2 minus I R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now compare it with the standard equation. Terminal potential difference is equal to epsilon equivalent EMF equivalent minus I into internal resistance equivalent. तो यहाँ से R equivalent की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर लो, epsilon equivalent की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर लो, and just tell me what you have got. Actually, at last you're going to get R equivalent equals to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, and epsilon equivalent will come out as epsilon 1 R1 plus epsilon 2 R by R2, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So you're going to get this. So basically what you have seen, that two combinations are very, very different. If the two cells are connected in a series combination, then the results are going to be different from the condition when they are connected in a parallel combination.